This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 706 North Oakhurst Drive, Beverly Hills, California, 90210. Today is December 3rd, 2024. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 3-inch ABS waste line cleanout located on the front left-hand corner of the house. And this goes out towards the front of the property on the left-hand side. This is our garage area with some gym equipment. Again, heading towards the rear, and this is our 3-inch ABS waste line clean out here. We're just going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the edge of the clean out. We did look around the property for other possible mainline sewer cleanouts. It does appear that they do have a basement with a laundry room and a 3/4 bath, and it does have a sewage ejection pump down there. So again, we're going to run from this point here and see if we can get to the exterior and verify where our sewage ejection pump pumps out to and ties into. So again, we do have a shower running in the basement. So again, we're going to continue to push out. We do have other inspectors in the house, so they're running water as well. So again, we can utilize that water to help us push out and possibly push out all the way out into towards our city sewer tie-in. So again, it does appear that we are in black ABS waste line. Again, we'll continue to push out, and you can see the water running there. And again, as I mentioned, we do have another general inspector in the house. So again, what we'll do is we'll pause our mic here. Okay, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area. We are in the living room just to the right of the front door. We're just in the middle of the living room. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here, continue to push out, and see where we possibly transition out to our sewer line on the exterior of the property. So again, just going to pause our mic here. Okay, we're going to pull back just a little bit. And again, we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Again, we'll just try to clear our camera lens a little bit so you can see. It's hard to tell, but again, we did have a tie-in. We're just going to push in slowly, see if we make a drop, or is there possibly a check valve, buckwater check valve there. So again, we'll just push out slowly. Okay, we went ahead and ran some water in our bathroom and our kitchen area on the left-hand side of the house, just to verify everything is passing through this area. Everything appears to be heading this direction. So again, we're just going to push in slowly, see if we make a 45-degree turn down, or is there actually a we're just going to push a little bit more slowly. Okay, as we push out, it does appear that possibly a backwater check valve. We're going to see if we can get the water to shut down in the house. We can ask the other inspectors to shut down water for a moment so we can verify this area. So we're going to pause here. Okay, again, in this area here, you can see that we do have some water being held in this area. And if we did locate this area, we were able to locate an additional 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located in the Plana area on the front right-hand corner of the house. So we're going to pull back from here and relocate ourselves to that cleanout. You can see we're holding some water in this area, some debris. It's really hard to tell if there's a backwater check valve in that area. But again, we're going to continue to pull back. And we are in black ABS waistline. All the black ABS waistline thus far all appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Just need to pull back and verify where we transition from black ABS waistline to black ABS sewer pipe if we do have a backwater check valve. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. And again, as I mentioned, we do have other inspectors in the house. They are running some water, flushing some toilets. So again, you can see there's a tie-in there. That's coming in from one of the tie-ins. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And we'll make a little bit of a turn. And we're going to come up and out of our clean out. And what we'll do is we'll pause here for a moment, and we're going to relocate ourselves to the front right-hand corner of the house. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to the front right-hand corner of the house. In the planner, we do have a 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout. Again, this is goes towards the front door. This is a driveway area. And this is our 4-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located in the planner. Just behind the bushes there's a 4-inch. This goes towards the right-hand side by the AC condensers. So again, we're going to zero out our camera monitor here at the edge of the cleanout. And again, what we'll do is we'll just drop down slowly, take a good look. As we drop down, just want to make sure we don't have possibly a check valve in that area. You can see we're still holding some water. Again, we're just going to attempt to try to push out. We've got some root intrusion in that joint. As we push out, you can see that we do have a short section of what appears to be cast iron sewer piping, and then with some root intrusion, we immediately transition to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer piping. So again, we're just going to utilize this water, again, to help us push out, and again, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer. What I'll do is I'm going to pause here for a moment. We're just going to see which direction we're running. So I'm going to pause here. Okay, again, we did verify that we are running out towards the front of the property. So again, we are in vitreous clay sewer piping. So again, we're just going to pause our mic, utilize this water, and attempt to push all the way out. You can see that we do have some large root intrusions. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here, and again, attempt to push all the way out into our city sewer. And as we push out, we're going to pull back just a little bit. You can see you do have a large offset there from about the 9 o'clock all the way up and around to about the 3 o'clock. You can see there's the transition to what appears to be black ABS plastic sewer piping, and we do have a large offset in that transition. There's an opening there. So we're going to pause and we're going to locate that opening. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we did locate it on the front right-hand corner of the plant area next to the sidewalk. This does appear to be our test tee. This is our property line to lateral transition. So again, you can see the opening there, and again, that is our test tee. We're going to continue to push out, and it does appear that we're transitioning back into vitreous clay sewer piping. A little bit of neoprene band exposed in that joint, but again, we're just going to continue to push out, and again, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer, and then from there we can pull back and take a good look. You can see we've got more root intrusion. As we continue to push out, we did make a transition. We're transitioning to what appears to be concrete sewer piping. And as we push out, you can see we drop down into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. Again, you can see the water flowing just in front of us. We did make a transition right into our city sewer. You can see this is our saddle area here. It does appear to be concrete sewer piping. Appear to be in fair condition. Make a little bit of transition. We transition back into vitreous clay sewer piping, and you got a fairly large offset in that joint there from about the 7 o'clock area going all the way up and around to about the 2 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to pull back, and as we pull back, you can see that that's in the casting. It did appear to be a crack, but it is in the casting of the vitreous clay sewer piping. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. Those joints appear to be in fair condition. And as we pull back, you can see we do have a large root intrusion in this area. The vitreous clay sewer piping would need to be hydrojetted in order to remove the root intrusions and re-inspected in order to verify the overall condition of the joints, to verify there is no cracks, any breaks. You can see that there is a crack in this joint here, a full diameter crack. You can see the roots coming in just behind the joint. As we pull back slowly, you can see our joint, and just behind the joint you can see the crack. So again, we'll continue to pull back, but again, the line would need to be hydrojetted in order to take a good look at those joints. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Some more root intrusions. And again, we'll continue to pull back. We do have some water running from our ADU, coming in from our ADU bathtub. And again, in this joint here, as we pull back, we transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. And again, in that joint there, we did have a neoprene band exposed in that joint. And that's our test tee. We did locate that area in the plant area on the front right-hand corner of the driveway next to the sidewalk. And as we pull back, we transition back into vitreous clay sewer piping. And in this transition here, you can see we do have a large offset. So again, we're going to push back in just a little bit. And we're going to mark this area. Okay, we went ahead and located this area here. We did mark it with a red flag at approximately 5.5 feet deep. Again, this is in the plant area just at the front of the property. You can see there you do have a large offset. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, we are in vitreous clay sewer piping. And we do have some more water running. We do have some water running from our ADU at the rear of the property. In the bathtub, we do have that running, so it's going to continue to pull back. And again, as we pull back, we do have some more root intrusion in the vitreous clay sewer piping. You can see here, you can see a large root intrusion in this area, making it a little difficult to view because it is holding back water. Our camera is kind of bouncing around in the roots. And you can see that we do have a large root intrusion in that area. So again, we'll continue to pull back slowly. That area there, kind of holding back a little bit of water, a little bit of debris. It is restricted. So again, the vitreous clay sewer piping would need to be hydrojetted in order to remove those root intrusions. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And we're going to make a little bit of a turn. And again, some more root intrusion in this area here. Again, we are heading back towards our clean out. And again, this area here is just holding water and debris in this area because there's a large root intrusion in that area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And that's just standing water there. Continue to pull back, and we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. And what we're going to do is we're going to relocate ourselves to the rear of the property to a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out for the ADU at the rear of the property. So again, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to relocate ourselves. Okay, we went ahead and relocated ourselves to the rear ADU unit. We are in the plant area just to the right, to the right of the front door. And we relocated ourselves to a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out to the ADU. This is our pool area here. It goes towards the main house. This goes towards our front door of the ADU. And again, this is our planter area here with the rose bushes with a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer clean out there. So again, we're going to zero out our camera monitor here at the edge of the clean out. Okay, we went ahead and zeroed out our camera monitor here at the edge of the clean out. So again, we're just going to go ahead and drop down. And again, we do have some water running. That water there is coming from our bathtub in the ADU. We're just going to utilize that water to help us push out. And again, we'll just attempt to push all the way out towards the front of the property where we transition into vitreous clay sewer piping. So again, we'll just continue to push out. What we'll do is we'll just pause our mic here and continue to push all the way out. And again, attempt to reach our front of the property there. So we're going to pause our mic here. And on the way back, we'll take a good look. It does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be vitreous clay. And you can see that there's some root intrusions in these joints as well. So again, we'll just continue to push out. It does appear that we are in cast iron waste line now. So again, we're continuing to push out. We're going to pause for a moment. We're going to locate this area just to verify which direction we're heading in. So we're going to pause here. Okay, we went ahead and pushed all the way out to the front of the property, just to the tie-in of our, on the front right-hand corner of the house. We're just going to shake our camera lens a little bit, try to get our camera lens clear, and then we'll let some of this water run down. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and let the water run down. And again, we are in cast iron sewer pipe. And again, this cast iron sewer piping is running along the right-hand side of the house. And again, this is serving the ADU at the rear of the property. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. You can see we're holding water in this area. And again, it could be due to the root intrusions. Again, a little hard to tell due to it is holding water. So again, we're just going to pull back and attempt to get up and out of our belly here. See if we can try to clear our camera lens. And we'll pull back. And again, you can see we're still in water. We're going to continue to pull back slowly. And we are in cast iron sewer piping. And cast iron sewer piping does have buildup and scaling throughout. And again, it does appear to be period of the home. And again, we'll continue to pull back. And we come up and out of the belly. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And we'll pull back slowly. Again, we have a little residual water still, and that's coming from our bathtub. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And we've got another belly area here where we're holding back some water. You can see our camera lens goes back underwater. And we'll pause for a moment. Okay, again, we're going to go ahead and continue to pull back. And again, as I mentioned, we are holding some water in this area. So again, we'll just continue to pull back slowly. And we are in cast iron sewer pipe. And again, the cast iron sewer piping is on the right-hand side of the property. It runs parallel with the wall, just underneath the trees. So you can see in this area, you're holding some debris, a little bit of residual water running back still from the bathtub. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, some more debris in that cast iron sewer piping. Yeah, you can see you've got a lot of heavy buildup there at the bottom of the pipe. It does appear that we've transitioned to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer piping, but again, it's very difficult to tell. We make a little bit of a turn. And again, holding more water, more debris, a little bit of root intrusion. And you can see we're in vitreous clay sewer piping here. And you do have some root intrusions. What we're going to do is we're going to push back in just a little bit. I'm just going to pause for a moment. I'm going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and located that area, and we did make a little bit of a turn, and we're heading back towards our clean out. And again, we are coming from the right-hand corner of the yard. It runs parallel along the side of the wall there, just underneath all those ficus trees. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we did transition to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer piping. So this area would need to be hydrojetted as well in order to try to get some of the debris, some of the buildup out, and it does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be back into black ABS sewer piping. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And you can see a little bit of a belly in this area as well. Short belly there. Make a little bit of a turn, and we're going to come up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.